大切じゃないものなんかない。大丈夫。限界を超える。
Hello, welcome back to PST channel. Finally, it's time for Final Fantasy VII Advent Children review. Call review is little delayed because I had a week overseas trip just a few days after Final Fantasy VII AC began. Sadly, this also make me miss a full quick pit match this time too. I hope my rank doesn't fall off too much at the beginning on next season. Now, on to our business today. Cloud AC has overall high chart in status, just as what you would expect from a new gen character. If we don't set up a new standard soon, then every character will have all the status in green color. So let's just focus on the part that Cloud is the first Move 4 enable unit from the new generation. His resistance weakness is against Tifa. I mean Strike type.
これ彼氏だったらメテオだよ。
そんなに怒ってるの？
And he has 50 element resistance against frostbite and paralyze, plus 10 against stunt. I noticed that every new character will have two 50 element status nowadays. They probably consider 25 is not enough anymore when the new standard for element inflict rate become 50. For the passive, these are available choice. Most people would go with unique passive that give 25 AoE reduction and 40 slap penetration and defense penetration at the same time. This is good, by the way. It makes Cloud easy setup because he doesn't need to use active skill to buff them. The rest is depend on your choice whether you want 40 extra defense penetration or move 1 and 12 agility. Cloud reaction guard against slash and missile with 70% rate and 40% damage reduction. So, he can go against missile team very well in manual if they not insert their reaction box. Cloud ally buff has two main effects. The first part gives shell to ally and collect to himself. The second part is additional effect that as long as he still have either collect or shell, Cloud would get ST less 25, physical damage reduction 25, and dispel protect on hit. This really makes Cloud bulky against all kind of attacks, no matter physical or magical. If you notice, both Cloud active buff give balance of magic damage reduction and physical damage reduction at the same time, but not an offensive buff. This one only give Cloud 40% ATK while offer magic barrier for 7500 HP and seal on hit to shell removal. If you are not fighting against magic based team, this buff is pretty much useless and could replace with other team instead. The strength of Cloud begins right here. Who wouldn't love 3 hit guarantee attack that deal 200% damage and have large AoE range? It also remove opponent nasty soul AoE reduction and penetrate AoE less too. This is one of the attacks that guarantee the best damage on any enemy without barrier. The next best attack is this one, which has good distance for the buff enemy first and also make their next buff value decrease. The same way as Shadow Link. However, enemy would not usually buff anymore at this point. So, what you could reduce is their buff gain from the active attack. On very rare chance that Cloud need to use ST attack, he has ST less down 25 before dealing last damage too. It also regen AP back a bit upon kill. His smell attack buff 25 agility when used. Cloud LB is his only choice for breaking opponent barrier. It's very strong ST attack that also increase his damage buff further and reduce enemy chain resist down. So, any follow-up Great Sword user after him would deal 50% extra chain bonus damage. Cloud Sword give him additional 20 AoE less pen, which make him a total of 60 AoE less pen when he use Cross Slash. He also remove opponent's soul AoE reduction while using it too. So there's nothing that really prevent him to spam this simply stupid 3-hit attack all the time. Except when enemy has strong barrier. This sword also come with magic AoE reduction and 20 initial AP. There's nothing better for him than this. Crow is very simple unit to play. His kit are very strength forward with all the penetration and defensive removal on spot. Whereas he also offer a lot of different kind of physical damage and magical damage reduction, a lot on himself to make him bulky. Therefore, he doesn't offer much stuff for team buff or enemy debuff department. Therefore, he is basically mostly strong by himself, except he want a good partner who could take care of barrier removal for him. As his own choice are not the ideal ones, the current meta are going back into physical meta, while Cloud Barrier is magical one. This makes Cloud look thinner in comparison with character with physical barrier. Regardless, the most notable stuff about Cloud is his AoE penetration kits, allowing him to simply spam the same skill over and still feel good doing so. Cloud VC is depending on your team choice, whether you want to go with light element or great sword type. Make sure to consider agility, ST less, AoE less, and luck above all. In case if you want to focus on Cloud strength, you might want to get some slash pen too. Light VC offer better slash pen option in that regard. With high luck value, you could make anyone evade, so consider Dark Odin as one among the options too. Otherwise, Cloud is simply stereotype who could do good with any physical esper. For Thunderstone, just fill in any element status he lacked. We don't know what his TOR equipment will be yet, but make sure to look for defense penetration and slab penetration. A lot of people ask me to compare Cloud with Ancient King since the day I just lead his kit and pull him during live stream. And my words still stay true from the early review until now. Cloud is not the perfect unit unlike Ancient King, who almost stand alone unit capable of everything. Cloud still missing things such as kit to finish off opponent with Colette or auto revive. He doesn't have following up attack, no innate haste, and his barrier remove is single target. Sub skill is not very good for break barrier either. He also have trouble against enemy with big healing without healing down. Otherwise, in the correct condition, Cloud offers the strongest guaranteed hit AoE attack in the game right now in exchange for that. In general, people consider Great Sword team Cloud to be stronger version. However, it all depends on the map envelopment in the end. I have all Great Sword VC but without maxing Zoom currently. It's not possible to show you the most ideal party. So I'm settled with Mono Light team in this showcase instead. Some people also does a very good last tactic on Mono Element team too. Credit to Chidoni, but become Cloud favorite choice due to the fact that he could easily outspeed Cloud with agility up passive. His following up attack also allow Cloud to finish enemy with Colette auto revive too. Helena is currently less popular choice to pair with Cloud compared to Lucio, but if you could sleep at the right moment, then she is still dangerous. Alright, it's about time. May the war begin.
私はリオに立ち入った
約束の時間に遅れたようだ。ありがとう。行くぞ。仲間だろ。思うままに。守って。傷は浅いね。答えるぞ。
この祝福をあなたにありがとうね。いいわ。
準備よし。これが僕の力。
共に行くぞ。
楽しくなってきたわ。燃えてきたわね。祝福の力
悪い勝たせてもらう。
戦場に散るがよい。
くらえ。キッタッチ。
行くぞ
ここだ。キッタッチキッタッチ。
これを受け取って
じゃあ
ジャを熱する。
ここだ。
何
いや約束の時間に遅れたようだ。ありがとな。
あなた方はここで倒れるのです。
いいね。仲間だろ。期待には応えるさ。約束の時間に遅れたようだ。ありがとう。行くぞ。助け合いだ。望むままに守って今助ける。ありがとな。準備よし。これが僕の力。悪い勝たせてもらう。
あなたの終わり
くらえ。光よ解き放つ。かけろ。じゃあキッタッチ。
全力で行きます。魔力よ駆け巡れ。
ここだ。悪い。
すりつぶしてこれなら心から感謝。すべて楽しみにしてれるのにこの私だ
約束の時間に遅れたようだ。助かったよ。行くぞ。仲間だろ。ありが向くままに守って。傷は浅い。期待には応えるさ。行くぜ。これが僕の力。
すぐに壊れないでくれよ。手加減な。
解き放つ。くらえ。光よ。じゃあ
しつこい。終わり。うわ
かけろ。
来い。邪魔だ。私を満足させてみる。
約束の時間に遅れたようだ。助かったよ。行くぞ。助け合いだ。ありが向くままに守って。今助ける。いいね。星に復讐するんだ。
最高。ありがとうね。この祝福をあなたはいいわ。少しだけ付き合ってあげる。
準備よし。光見せてあげる。
ありがとう。 祝福の力
解き放つ。
燃えてきたわね。
見せてあげる。ここだ。必殺。
いくぞ
ここだ。
おっと
行くぜ。これが僕の力。準備よし。
さあ勝負よ。
圧倒しよう。じゃあ必殺。くれ。
邪を滅する。
かけろ進行。光よ楽しくなる。ここだ。必殺。邪魔なんだよね。全てを燃やしてこの程度か。新たな約束を2個遅れたようだ。助かったよ。行くぞ。助け合いだ。赴くままに守り今助ける。いいね。答えるさ。
何度やってきてダメだ。
その俺は今宵も宴の開幕だ。行くぜ。光よ
邪魔
解き放つ。
終わり。
もっと力を。
終わり。まとめてかかってきて。
ここだ。
無駄無駄。終わり。終わり。
かけろ進行。
終わり。
じゃあ僕の後ろには僕を信じてくれる人たちがいる。僕の背中を押し支えてくれるいくつもの温かい手がある。真の決着をつける時が来たようだな。僕は負けない。世に立ち止まることは許されぬ。砕け散るがよい。ルシオ勝負だ。
Cloud is simple to play and very strong at the same time. To get the most from him, you want someone to destroy opponent barrier first, so that Cloud would be able to spam AoE to his hard content. Or, if you have lost strategy, it could work really well on him. On another note, I want to ask everyone about new direction on my War Division guide. As you may suspect, it takes you amount of time to create a purple text guide for each character like this. And with the fact that we see usually 1 week behind characters, I also need to wait for that too. In the end, I can keep up when the game releases multiple characters rapidly like this. So, my audience and fans, please provide me with the answer if you are okay with me to lump a few characters together into the same review and make comparison on them instead of the current or you need to know in-depth style. For another choice, I may bring back my short style character review to catch up with any unit that I don't have time for in-depth review. Please let me know your opinion in the comment below. If you have enjoyed this content, please show your support by liking and subscribing. Additionally, if you're interested, I have other social media platforms you can follow. We have Discord for War of Division 2 if you would like to discuss about the game. Join us as we embark on our new adventure together. Until next time.